may amnesia juvenile a 3 PSNB student, and today I'm going to perform their enteral tube feeding. So enteral tube feeding is, may mean nutrition taken through the mouth with a tube that goes directly to the stomach and small intestine. So for the procedure, first is we need to assemble equipment, then check the amount, concentration, type and frequency of the tube feeding on the patient's chart. So to assemble the equipment. Then check the concentration, amount, and check the expiration date of the formula. Next is we need to perform hand hygiene and put on PPE if indicated. So assuming that I'm already wearing my PPE. Then we need to identify the patient and explain the procedure to the patient to provide cooperation with the patient. So, good afternoon, sir. I am Mr. Jubel, your student nurse. So, what's your name? Okay po. So today, mag-administer ako ng feeding through this. So it's okay lang po ba? Okay. Next is, we need to assemble the equipment over the bed within reach to save life. Within reach. Then close curtains and doors for patient's privacy. Then we need to raise the bed into comfortable working height. Right. Then we need to perform key abdominal assessment. So, sir, pwede po ba na check yung stomach niyo? Okay po. Then in assessing the abdomen, we need to first inspect for any distension. Then using stethoscope, we need to auscultate. We need to auscultate for abdominal, for bowel sounds. Then we need to palpate for firmness of skin, palpate. Then percuss. Next is we need to position the patient at least 30 to 45 degrees. To prevent aspiration from the trachea. Okay, now we need to put on our gloves. And unpeel the tube from the patient's gown. Then we need to verify the position of the tube at the nostril. Then measure the length of the tube and compare it to the documented test. Next is we need to attach the syringe and aspirate a small amount of stomach contents. Then we need to check the pH. So, using a medicine cup, we need to pour the stomach contents and check the pH using pH paper. color into the chart supplied by the manufacturer. Then after that, we need to visualize and check the color and consistency. So green may indicate some particles in the stomach, and while brown may indicate also that it has old blood. Has old blood. Then if not possible to aspirate, there must be a problem in the placement of the tubing. So what we need to do is to check the placement by the X-ray. Then after that, we have to ensure that the feeding tube is located at the stomach or the intestine. So there, pwede po. Patingin. Okay, thank you. Next is we need to aspirate the remaining contents or the remaining gastric contents using a syringe. For the residual amount of feeding in the stomach. So we need to now return the residual based on the facility policy. Then proceed with the feeding. Now we need to flush tube with your Enteral water for irrigation. Then we have now disconnect the tube and tap the end of it to prevent leakage. Now we need to remove our gloves. Start, then put on another set of gloves. We need to put another set of gloves before preparing or handling any part of the feeding system. Now we need to administer the feeding. So we need to remove the plunger from the 30 to 60 ml range. Then we need to attach the syringe to the feeding tube. Then pour the prescribed amount of formula into the syringe. Then regulate or pattern flow, so do not push formula with syringe plunger. Then we need to add 30 to 60 ml water for irrigation when the feeding is almost completed. Then we need to allow it to run through the tube. So wait till the syringe is emptied. So once the syringe is emptied, we have to hold it high, disconnect the tube, and then we need to keep the tube to prevent the air from entering. And then clamp it to prevent leakage. So now we need to observe the patient's response during and after feeding, and assess the abdomen at least once. Now we need to wait at least 1 hour. Have the patient remain upright and for at least 1 hour after feeding. Then we have to remove the equipment that we use and return the patient into the comfortable position. Now we need to remove our gloves. Raise side rails and lower the bed. Next. Next. Last is we need to put on another set of gloves for washing the equipment. Then assume that I already washed it. Then remove the gloves and additional PPE if used. Then lastly, we need to perform hand hygiene. After that, last step is to document all the things that we did